All right, so this is the KelTec KSG tactical shotgun, 12 gauge. I just wanted to show some of the aftermarket upgrades I've done with it. I don't think I've kitted out a firearm with so many aftermarket upgrades, and I just wanted to show some of them. They all come from High-Tech Customs Concepts. You can see their web address. All these parts were fairly inexpensive and very well made. So the first thing that I just got in the mail recently is this dual point sling. It has the QD quick detach. So in this single point configuration, you can, just wear it over your shoulder like a purse or something. I don't know. But then with the quick detach, I'm trying to do this all one-handed. Hold on. Okay, so I've attached it to the forward mount. So now you have a 2-point sling. Now I should have mounted this, I should have moved the iron sights back perhaps and mounted this in front of the iron sight. I can do that later. I just put it there. That one just went on the rail. This one, you do have to field strip it, take the trigger assembly off, and then you do have to unscrew here, which is why I scratched the muzzle brake with this quarter. You have to unscrew this here, separate the barrel assembly. You don't have to remove any of the internal components, just separate the barrel assembly from the butt, and then this piece, this attachment piece, slides in there. The two pieces go back, and it fits very well. So that was the newest arrival the other day, and this all came from that company. I don't think they make this, I don't know, but they sell it. But I'm pretty sure that they make these sling mounts. Hold on a second, let me remove that and I'll show you some other things. So I know I made a video on some of these parts before, but I just wanted to do a more complete video because I didn't have a couple of these things when I did it. So of course this is the Howitzer muzzle brake from them. They claim a 75% recoil reduction. I don't know. I haven't shot it. And I didn't shoot it in the stock configuration either. So I don't know. But evidently it's modeled after the muzzle brake on Howitzer cannons. Maybe I'll do a video in the future, take it out to the range and do some testing on it. This charging handle came as a kit package with 3 pieces. The whole reason why I went down and I discovered these guys was that when I bought this firearm, I happened upon some articles that talked about how people that were using a foregrip here, because the rail here on the bottom is plastic and they were using a foregrip and it wasn't mounted properly or cheap or whatever the case may be, they were racking the shotgun and the foregrip would come off and you see how close your hand is to the muzzle. Their hand would end up in front of the muzzle and they were doing some pretty serious damage to their hand. So I did a search on Google for, KSG safe hand safety or something like this, and I ran across this company. And so this is their solution to keeping you from blowing your hand off. So what they do is they have a billet aluminum rail that bolts in on, if I recall, 3 or 4 places into that plastic rail that's underneath this part of the charging handle. And then everything is billet, right? it's metal. And so then this has two pretty robust screws that connect to that assembly. And then it also comes with a Crimson Trace red laser. Kind of prefer green, but whatever. Came with the package. Turn off. But as you can see, I mean, whether you, I do think that they have options that have a kind of a standard foregrip on their website. But I just went with this one there because it kind of looks cool and it more mimics how you would normally, you know, hold a shotgun. You would normally kind of hold it like that, and this sort of mimics that same hand position. And with this particular firearm, you really have to make sure that you've slid it all the way back and forward, otherwise you get a short stroke. Does seem to be fairly easy to do with this. I've done it a bunch of times. Like I say, I haven't shot it, but I have snap caps, and in just messing with it, I've gotten short strokes with it. But with this, you can really just get some leverage on it all the way back and forward. The other thing about this is that the KSG, it has two ammo tubes. So you have one ammo tube there and one ammo tube there. Each side holds 6 shells. And normally, I'll include a picture, I don't know, on Facebook, but probably not here, but of the stock tube selector. And normally it was a little bit more recessed. And so with this one, the idea is that the tube selector sticks out a little bit further, and you're able to operate it with your forearm. It's difficult because I'm trying to film at the same time, but if you see how, okay, there we go. See how I can operate it with my arm rather than taking your hand off, reaching in there, and messing with the selector. All right, you can just do it with your hand, with your arm on the fly. So that was kind of cool. That I didn't have that piece on the last video that I made. And let's see what else. The rest is just kind of basic stuff. I mean, I put a chin rest here, just a plastic piece that goes over there, and I did this recoil reduction pad. Did have to trim it a little bit here because it was fighting with this piece here. But I think that's about it. You can go look online and see how this this firearm looks stock. Jesus, mush mouth tonight. But yeah, check them out. They do have upgrades for I think other shotguns, but like I say, the main reason that I found these guys was just about hand safety on this thing, and so that was the main thing that I went there for, and I just found all these other goodies and thought, I'll give it a shot. So that's it.